You have to keep going. I tell myself this especially on days that are the toughest, the days that you don't think you can keep going, the days you want to just pack it all in. I've had times when I just wanted to die. I'm glad I didn't. I've got to keep going. I've got to never surrender, never give up, never give in. But it can be really tough. I've got OCD, I've got depression. The OCD offers up random thoughts, random, intrusive, and corrupting thoughts. Thoughts that impede my day, thoughts that impede my path. It's like throwing a big tree down in the middle of the path that you're wandering down. You're trying to get through your day, and suddenly, this crap has come my way. This thought has come my way. A regret about the past, or a concern or fear for the future. I have that a lot. Trying to live in the present is an art form unto itself. It's something that I'm really not that good at, something I want to get better at, something I want to practice. But on certain days, I don't have the motivation to do much of anything, let alone practice living in the present. I'm caught up. I get swept away. I'm a work in progress. What can I say? I've often described OCD as a superhighway. I'm standing in the middle of it, and all the cars whirring by me, going left and right, boom, boom, boom. These cars are obsessions. The goal is to not get hit by the cars. The superhighway is going to exist. It's part of my makeup. It's part of the way my mind works. I've got this disorder, this challenge in my life that I have to deal with. And in order to deal with it, I can't give these obsessions, these cars, the weight that they demand. They want me to get behind them emotionally, get caught up, swept up in what they're delivering, what they're offering as they're trying to hit me. They want the saliency, they call it. They want that backing, that emotional backing, that emotional weight. I don't want to give that to it, but there are many days when I do, and it sucks. I'm not gonna try to pull any punches with it. It sucks, and I don't like it. And for those of you out there who may be suffering from OCD or something similar, it's not fun at all. But you've got to try to devise methods, certain patterns of thinking that allow you to free yourself from the demands of disorders like OCD, and demands of disorders like depression, illnesses like depression. It pulls you down. It weighs me down. I find that there are days when, as I said, I don't want to keep going. I've got to try to keep going, but there are days I waste, and I think those are regretful times. I feel like OCD has caused me to waste a lot of time, whether it be in addictive behaviors or just sitting around mulling over thoughts, obsessing over things that really have no major consequence in my life. There's no point to thinking about them. So I've got to keep going. I've got to keep pushing forward. How do I do that? Well, I've got to just do it. And there are days, there are many, many days when I feel like throwing in the towel. I feel like putting up the white flag and saying, I surrender. I can't take it anymore. I've had enough. Let me up. I've had enough, as the Tom Petty album goes. Please let me up. I've been through enough. Just let's let go of this stuff already. Well, it's there. It's there, and I have to contend with it. I have to deal with it. We all have to deal with the crosses we bear in our lives. And I've got to do it. And I've got to try to put on the brave face. I've got to try to spin it in a positive direction. In the course of this discussion here, this talk that I'm doing right now, I'm trying to work my way into that, because today hasn't been a great day. There have been many, many not so great days, especially during this pandemic, where mental illness symptoms have escalated for many of us. And for those of us who don't even have mental illness, we've fallen prey to these things, to mental, psychological issues, problems, challenges, things we face that we hadn't faced before. I'm facing more of it myself these days. I'm trying a new medication, hoping that it gives me some relief, hoping that it moves me forward, offers me up a certain focus that I'd like to have. Lack of focus is a tough thing when you're sitting around wondering what you're going to do. I'm sitting here talking right now, and I was thinking prior to this talk, I was thinking, well, what am I going to talk about? And all I could really think of was, you have to move forward. You have to keep going. It's something that has to be done. You're not going to give in. If you give in, then what's the point of it all? So I offer this up. I offer this up if there's any inspiration to be found in it. I'm hoping to get inspired by this conversation. Well, I can't really call it a conversation, I guess, but this talk, to hope to inspire myself. I've got to continually try to inspire myself. I've got to continually try to let go of these things, of these random and intrusive thoughts, of these enemies to my day, to my flow, to my peace of mind. Peace of mind, it's what I want. I want peace of mind. How many of us truly have that? How many of us are pursuing that, whether it be through some sort of meditation, listening to inspiring music, or listening to inspiring talks by others, just relaxing to anything. I found recently that I've been listening to the painter Bob Ross. His voice is very soothing. His methods of painting are fascinating and tranquil, and they give me a certain calm. They often help me sort of get ready for sleep or even fall into sleep. It's been very helpful. So we can help each other. And I think it's important that we try to do so, and we try to help ourselves, obviously. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. Trying to help any of you out there who are listening to me, and trying to help myself who, as I said, am struggling. I'm struggling through the day. But I know I'm going to keep going. I know I'm going to persevere. I know I'm not going to surrender. It just depends on how difficult I make it. I don't want to make it that difficult. I don't want to suffer. I don't want to go through this never-ending trial, the never-ending trials and tribulations of life. I don't want to be that person. I want to be the person who succeeds. I don't want to be the person who loses to it. I want to be the person who prevails, who overcomes it. And at times in my life, I have overcome it a lot more than perhaps I am now. As I said, it's been a difficult time. So I'm trying. And I've got to keep trying, and I've got to try harder. I know that. So I'm doing these videos. We have to do the best we can. It's not always easy, and we don't feel like we can deliver our best on many days. That's another thing that OCD does. It sets me up to believe that that particular day is lost, or I'm not going to be working at my optimum. Even going into this video, am I going to speak at my optimum? Is my vocabulary and my sentence structure going to be good enough? Am I going to say the right things? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the expectations. I just want to live. I just want to breathe. I just want to breathe easily. I want to breathe in life. Breathe out the strife. Breathe out the stress and the tension and the preoccupations with things that don't matter. There's no need for them. Breathing in more and more peace. Breathing in more and more goodness. Feeling the goodness of life rather than feeling all of the agony and all the strife and all the stress and all the things that drag you down when there's no need to it. We've only got this life, so let's make the best of it. And I tell myself that, and then I feel guilty, or I put myself down because I haven't had a great day. I've got to stop that too, the judgment. I've got to stop the judgment. It's important that we don't judge ourselves. It's important that we show ourselves compassion and understanding, that we're doing the best we can, that maybe we have obstacles and challenges that we're overcoming, but we are overcoming. And we have to take stock in that. We have to appreciate that. We have to appreciate ourselves, something I'm still learning to do as I'm hypercritical of myself. OCD does that. Depression does that. The OCD and the depression working in tandem, working together to drag me down, to put me in that quicksand that I'm trying to negotiate, that I'm trying to work my way through. Always trying to work my way through. Certain days are better than others. I hope for the better days always. And I believe that they will come. I believe there will be more of them. And I hope that you believe in better days for yourself and for those you love. We all deserve them. I hope that you're on a good path, or I hope you're striving to get on a good path or stay on the path that leads you to the peace, to the goodness that you so deserve in your life. I wish you all the best, and I thank you very much for watching. Thank you.